Subscribe to my channel Study Junction and press the bell icon to never miss any update.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Study Junction, and today we are going to start with chapter surface areas and volumes from class 9. So in this video I'll give you the basic overview, the introduction of this chapter. So in this chapter we would deal with cube, cuboid, cone and cylinder, sphere and hemisphere. So we would deal with these and we would deal with their surface areas and volumes. So first of all, let me tell you what volume is. So volume is the space occupied by an object. It is the space occupied by an object. So in this chapter you would also accompany a term named as capacity. So there's a difference between capacity and volume. Capacity, so in order to understand capacity you can take an example. Suppose it's a container. This is a container, and in this container you want to fill some liquid. So the liquid, this substance can fill the interior of this whole substance. So in this case the volume is named as capacity. So it is the capacity of the container, and the substance is able to fill the interior. The substance may be liquid, gas or solid, so it is able to fill the interior of the container. So that's the capacity. And volume is the space occupied by an object. So this same container is occupying some space, and hence it is the volume of this container. Now coming towards surface areas. So surface areas has a very important role in this chapter. So surface areas, I'll write it as SA. So it is of two types. It is curved surface area or total surface area. Now curved surface area is also known as lateral surface area. So we would first discuss about total surface area. So let's say it's a box. In this case, in the box, so the length, for easy understanding, let's discuss curved surface area first. In curved surface area, the bottom, see, this is the thing, and it is the top and it is the bottom. In order to find curved surface area, the top and the bottom are not considered, and only the four walls of the container are considered. Like in a room in which you might be sitting, in the room, the top and the bottom, the ceiling and the floor is not considered, whereas only the four walls of the room will be considered. So in this case it is the curved surface area. And total surface area, in total surface area it is the total area, right? That's why it's the term total. So total area, which includes the top, bottom as well as the four walls. So that is known as the total surface area. So this is the basic thing about volume, surface area and capacity, which I have explained. And now let's study further the formulas which we will be using in this chapter. So as I mentioned earlier, we would be discussing about cube, cuboid, cylinder, sphere and cone. So let's discuss their volume first. So volume of all. So the cube, the volume of cube is simply side cube. Simple, easy to remember. After that, the cuboid. The cuboid has three things: length, breadth and height. And this is simply the volume of the cuboid: length into breadth into height. Now for the cylinder. So the volume of cylinder is pi r square h. Now I would explain you why it is pi r square h. See, it's a circle and it has circumference 2 pi r, right? This is a circle, and when the circle gets stacked on like this and this on each other, they form a pile. It forms a cylinder, and it has a definite height, right? It has a height, so the height gets multiplied with the circumference in order to form the volume. Actually, this is not the volume. This, what I have explained, is the total lateral surface area 2 pi RH. We would study it now after studying the volume of sphere and cone. So first of all, let's study the volume of cone. So the volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi r square h, right? So now coming towards sphere, the sphere's volume is 4 pi r cube. The sphere doesn't have any height. So you might wonder, what is a sphere? Sphere is just like a ball but not a circle. It's not a circle but it's like a ball. And as I mentioned earlier, we would also study about hemisphere. So hemisphere is actually the half of the sphere. So hemisphere is the half of sphere, and hence the volume of hemisphere would be half the volume of sphere. That is, it would be 2 pi r cube. Its volume, right? It would be half 2 pi r cube. Now let's study about the curved surface area. We denote curved surface area as CSA. So curved surface area of cube is 4 side square, right? And the cuboid 2 L plus B into H, right? And cylinder is 2 pi r H, right? Simple. Now the curved surface area for cone is pi r L. Now I'll discuss about cone separately, about what is L and what's that thing, and sphere. So the sphere only has surface area, it doesn't have any total or lateral. So what is surface area of sphere? It is 4 pi r square, right? It is 4 pi r square. Now let's discuss the total surface area. So the total surface area of cube is 6 into side square, and that of cuboid is 2 LB plus BH plus HL, right? For cylinder it is 2 pi H plus R. So it is the total surface area. We're discussing about total surface area. So for the cone it is pi R plus L, right? Now, as I said, as we have discussed all the total surface area and the curved surface area as well as the volume, now I will discuss about cone separately. Now let's come on the cone. So this is a cone, right? This is a cone. So the radius, let's take separate. As you can see, this is a cone. So the cone's radius is this thing to the this one. So it is the radius. It's clear, right? Now height, it has height, which is also known as vertical height, and it has slant height. Now slant height is this height. It is denoted by L. Now as we wrote here na, like L pi r L for curved surface area. So this L is means slant height. So this is the slant height of the cone. Now what is height? Height is simply this thing. Height is this thing. Now you might wonder that what is the formula for L? For finding slant height, it is L is equal to root h square plus r square, right? This thing you have to keep in mind because it will be used in a lot of questions. And if you want to find height, then again same formula would be used. And suppose you're given the value of L and you put the value of R, so then accordingly you will get the value. So this is about this chapter. I've given you the overview and I feel that you might be clear about some topics. As you might do questions, you would be more clear. And I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then please like this video and also subscribe to my channel. So thank you for watching this video, and I will meet you in the next one.